Okay, so I use Smugmug. This class is going to be, the last time I did it, this is the second time I'm giving this class. The first time I gave it, I didn't feel happy with what I gave over. I didn't feel it was so put together, so I had a rethink. And I'm going to go through two things. First, and hopefully two things, okay? I've decided that I think that it's more important to give you the basics of building your website. And secondly, it's important to work out a system to give your images to your clients. I'm assuming that right now you don't have like dozens of clients that you're like struggling to get your pictures back to. So I figured it's more important, except for Shira, but she's not really in the class. But so I thought it'd be more important to just work out how to get the website down. And Bezrat Hashem, if we've got time afterwards, I'll show you the second option. So first introduction, I use Smugmug I use Smugmug a lot. It's a backbone to my business. What is Smugmug? I'll just read it to you here. I just took it offline. Page 10. Smugmug is a paid photo storage website. You can upload unlimited digital images into galleries. Unlimited is very important, literally unlimited. I've got terabytes and terabytes of information on Smugmug. It really is unlimited. Into galleries and display those galleries in a variety of different ways. You can choose from a number of different features and services, allowing you to sell your photography online, depending on what package you buy. Allowing your clients to download galleries and images with or without passwords. That's great for image transferal. And allowing your clients to upload images to you, which is great for receiving images for albums and reprints, etc. Fantastic. Well, if your clients, otherwise they give you a list of 200 pictures written like badly or on a USB key, and it makes things much more logistically involved. Whereas Smugmug, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, I'm going to go through very quickly. That's basically, you can sort of deal with videos. We're not going to be talking about videos so much. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Firstly, I'm going to show you a website. I have two Smugmug websites. What we're going to be talking about two different things, what's called the website and the client area. Okay? So the truth is, in the booklet I've written it's backwards. First we get on page 11 it's client area, and on page 12 it's website. So we're going to be doing it differently. Okay, this is a Smugmug website that I've made. Excuse me in the corner. It's very clean, and the pictures are very crisp. The pictures are displayed very beautifully. Do you want to hit the light a second? Thank you. The pictures are displayed very cleanly. There's a whole different, very smooth transitions and stuff like that. It's a very basic website, but it's very inexpensive to do. It's very simple, generally very simple. And it also offers you this option. There's lots of sites that you can do this with, but what Smugmug also offers you the option of the client area. The giving your images to people, receiving images for them, which changes everything. That's the reason why I'm with Smugmug. Otherwise, there's other websites comparable to this. Okay, so I've just made, this is the what I call my showcase as you come in. Okay, it's just a bunch of my favorite pictures. Then we have portfolios of different places. Just of Yamin Moshe now. If Yamin Moshe, I'm displaying the pictures in a different method, not using that was what we were just looking at there, was called the slideshow. This is called a photo montage or collage. Okay. I also have links to my prices, which I'm not going to be explaining to you how to do, but that's through Google. Google Documents, which you can also do quite straightforward. But we're not going to be discussing that. Most people don't include their prices on their website. I'm an exception. We have an about page. Why don't? Oh, that's a mistake. This needs to be changed. Why don't people put their prices on the website? Well, I'll tell you what, I do put my price on my website because my branding is. I always say to people, how do you know that a Rolex is a better watch than a Seiko? How do you know? What? Yeah, you've got no other reason. You don't know anything about the mechanics of watches. So the most important part of branding is the price. It really is. How do you know that one roofer who says he's going to fix your roof for 8,000 shekels is going to be better than for 3,000 shekels? Most people would assume that's the price. That's branding. So my philosophy is, if you're trying to make yourself exclusive and people want to know that you're exclusive, one of the most important ways of doing that is letting people know how much you cost. That's important. And even more important is that when you're charging a lot of money, you don't want to have to be dealing with people who don't want to pay a lot of money. So when they see your website, they see your prices, they go someplace else. And I don't have to deal with phone calls. So I wouldn't suggest at the beginning, I would suggest strongly not putting your prices on the website, because you're going to need to work quite a bit until you get to where you can become exclusive. And you're not going to be needing to pass clients off because of price. Okay, so this is badly done. I just need to fix that. Lucky I saw that. Then we also have here, this is also, I changed this the other day and I wanted to change it back, but this is a way of having my testimonials. Okay, then we have a contact form, and then taken back to the main website. I'll just show you another website of mine very quickly. Simchas. So that was my portrait website. Then Simchas, again, it starts with a slideshow. Okay, and then there's a page here that I've made, other Simchas, which will take you to all the different Simchas. Prices again, and then also client's thoughts. I need to also fix that as well. Okay, so that's the website. Then in regards to looking at the client area, I'll show you what this looks like.
Is this where we upload our pictures?
So kind of. The truth is I can't. It will. It's logged out. I'll just go to my Gmail a second. Oh, I'm logged out. So just to show you, this is the way that I send pictures to people. So these are pages now for specific clients. This is what I call the diamond selection. Okay. And then this is their full portfolio. This is all done through Smugmug. Now, if they want to download all the images, it's written here to download the full resolution images. They just need to click this button over here. Okay, and then in regards to uploading the pictures for their album, if they click here, then they should have a upload dialog where they just drag and drop the pictures that they've chosen, whether or not it's for an album or for reprints or whatever. It's a nice clean way of running stuff. We also use Smugmug to, I'll open an incognito window so I can log in. Does everyone know what incognito is? Google incognito. Chrome, so Chrome incognito. What? Or it means that basically, what? Yeah, exactly. So it's a very, incognito is an excellent way of testing stuff that you're sending to clients. Because once you're logged into Smugmug, just like Facebook and Google and everything, you see very different things to what other people see. So I always check, whenever I need to check something, I always check on Google Incognito, on Chrome Incognito, because that's just acting as if I'm not in any way logged in. Very important thing to know that if you right click on your Google thing, assuming you're using Windows, you have Incognito. Instead of new window, you can click Incognito window. Okay, so let me just log in here. Okay, so this is the front side of my client area. Okay, this is now where you see upload, organize, customize, sell. That means you're logged in. Okay, what do I want to show you? I just wanted to show you also. This is what it looks behind the scenes. Okay, so weddings. My weddings in 2017 are split into months, and in months then I have the different weddings that we've done accordingly. Okay, but there's also the album uploads. These are links. When you saw the dialogue that I showed you where somebody can drag and drop their pictures to me, this is the back side of that. So these people here, Fabian and Levine, have just uploaded their pictures. So you have, see, 120 pictures, and these are all their pictures. Now, my album designer can just download the pictures wherever she is. Or if they wanted to print those pictures, I can now send a link from that gallery to my printer, and they'll be able to print everything, as opposed to going back through all the pictures, selecting them, re-uploading them, etc., etc. It's all done. It also means I have an online archive. If you see here, this is an archive. So far, we've done this for over 100. It's much more than 171 because a lot of these have got 3 albums in each one. So we've been doing this for a few years now, and I've used many systems, and this is hands down the best system I know of. Okay, and I've tested it extensively. But this is how we've used it. So now, not only do we have a quick way that people can upload all the pictures to us, like I just said, we've created an archive, which now means if Ben Chaim and Freudenberg call me back and say we would like to order one more album of this, so wait, I need to say it in a different place. These are the pictures for the album that we've designed. Once we've designed the album, now we have another internal place. 1 second. Hello. What happens with my mouse? So interesting. Good dive. That is a once in a 2-year experience. No. There we go. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. Okay, back in action. So now, once my album designer has dealt with the album, we have a section here of albums. Right now, this one is being printed. Okay, so this is the design of the album. Okay, which actually is what the shop is going to print, which means if you look here, we have all of the design albums. So if Beton calls me up and says we would like to reprint an album, all I literally need to do is just double click here, click the download link, send that link to my album printer, and it's done again.
So you do the graphics?
Sorry?
Graphic designer?
I have a graphic designer, yeah. So
They should have a list of the shop, maybe the whole album. No.
They do rock album.
What they have designing in the shop? Oh, they do, yeah. So yeah.
They do.
Oh, I thought you meant do they hold on to your
I'm
designs?
just because they didn't know about digital album.
No, fine. So they have design, yeah.
Graphics to watch the
They do have them designed there, yeah. But this is still just a way of you organising everything. Nowadays, the world has moved very far away from storing stuff on hard drives, and the world is very much into storing stuff online on the cloud. You have access to it everywhere. You don't have to sync. I also have things backed up on my computer, but this is the primary place that stuff is. This is the future. This is where we're holding. Okay, so let's jump straight in. Can you pass that key? I gave a key to people. The truth is, I don't even know if you're going to want to do that right now. I've just logged into Smugmug. If you type in right now, just go into smugmug.com. It could be that it's going to be better not to use your computers. I don't know. We'll see. It shouldn't be to get online. The password is Uncle Remus. You see the wireless network? It should be Diamond Images. You know, I think I'm sorry for making you bring your computers with, but I think try this watching me doing this because I'm recording it and it's a good idea. Maybe let's try it like that. Let's see what happens, okay? Forgive me. Okay, we'll try this. Okay, so we're talking right now about the website. Please do not get them confused or mixed up. The website and the client area are two, although they're going to exist in the same place, they are two completely different things. Okay? Not to be confused. Okay, so I've created here, I'll give you, or you can do it yourself anyway when you get home, but I've created a bunch of pictures and I've given them a basic file structure and I've what's the word? I've compressed them so they're going to upload very quickly. So now I created my new Smugmug. If you go to Smugmug, it's going to ask you like what's your first name, your last name, and basically that. So it gives you 15 days of free for you to try, and then you've got a few options. If you're looking to just make a website, you need to be spending $60 a year, and if you are looking to also use it as a client area, you will need to be spending $150 a year. Okay, but that will provide you also for the website as well. But at $60 a year, you could get away with a client area, but you won't be able to sell any images. I basically every year make my money back from Smugmug. You will not get rich from Smugmug, but you do make your money back generally, and a little bit extra.
If I just having them do a download, not buying pictures, is that in the $60 a year?
So you can get away with the $60 a year, but you can't watermark things. I'm not going to get into all the differences, but it's definitely
That's not a bad deal though.
what, $150 a year. It's not bad at all, but the truth is also you usually make your money back. That's the truth. So it ends up kind of being cheaper than $60, because $60 you don't get any money back. But $150 a year, I spend $300 a year and I still make my money back. I'm dealing with a lot more clients, but you can definitely make. Yeah, every now and again you'll get a client who you end up making $150 from, and you make the money back straight away anyway. So that's how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to add in the first thing I've got is my showcase here. I'm going to add these pictures in. It should upload very quickly. Just like that. Okay, so I'm uploading 70 images. This is what these images I've selected are going to be my showcase. Okay, so once you've created your account for Smugmug, it's going to come up with this dialog. You're going to drag your pictures in, and then you're going to get involved in Smugmug. Okay. Let's see here. Create your first gallery. Happy photos and gorgeous galleries. Give yours a name and decide what you can say. I'm just going to change the name of this gallery to Showcase. Okay, remember I'm recording this, so you'll be able to reference this. Okay, I'm ready. Take me to my Smugmug. Okay. let's just get rid of all this stuff here. Got it. Now, straight away we're going to go into organize. Organize is the hub of how we organize the website and also the client area. It's the hub of everything. Now we need to understand something clearly. Issa, can you hit the windows, the light a second? Okay, there's 3 things that you can create in Smugmug. Okay, we have the create button, we have folders, galleries, and pages. Now this is very important to understand. It is written here on page 11, but I'll explain it to you anyway. Okay, first things first is pictures cannot go anywhere in Smugmug other than a gallery. You can only put pictures in a gallery. That could be pictures which could be logos or watermarks or a picture of you for your testimonial. Any picture on Smugmug has to live in a gallery. Okay? Now folders can contain galleries and pages. Folders are just like folders on Windows. They're just a way of organizing stuff. Pages are a way of displaying content. So a page is a way, as a website, that you display stuff to your clients or to anybody else. Exactly. So you will be putting links, so to speak. It doesn't look like links, it looks like you're doing actual stuff. But in reality, a page is just a bunch of blocks which are displaying different data. Now that data could be text that you write in, or it could be pictures, which would be where? In a gallery. Okay? That is the key to understanding Smugmug. So you have folders, which are just folders. You can put into folders, galleries, and pages. Yeah, they're just like folders on your computer. Galleries can house photographs. They can also house videos, by the way, but we're not talking about videos. They house the photographs. And pages display content. Pages can display folders, they can display galleries, they can display individual photos, they can display videos, they can display text, they can display links to social media, etc., etc. Okay? Now, we've got here under our homepage, Small Diamond, we have here the showcase. In the showcase, I've put in 17 pictures. That is going to be my showcase. Okay? Let's just add a few more galleries. We are going to add, the truth is, they've just created a new thing where I can actually upload folders. This is new and I've never actually done this, but let's see if we can do this and what happens. So it should only take a minute. What I had done previously, generally I create the folders or the galleries and then I drag stuff up. But seeing as I had already put all the pictures into their respective folders and I had made on my computer the folders, so we had showcase, then I had portfolios, which would be a more detailed showcase, and in portfolios I made, let's just see how it worked. Excellent. So it's made galleries. The folders, these were folders. Okay, and in portfolios, excellent. It made a folder with the galleries. So it kept my file structure that I'd created on my computer. Okay, whether or not you want to, I've never done that before, but it's usually I would have created the folders and the galleries and then dragged the pictures in, but I'd done it already, so I just dragged and dropped the whole thing. How would that be helpful?
Because you can organize them in your own time.
Well, you could organize on your computer. If you, for example, when we edit weddings, we edit them in sections. So we have like miscellaneous, color pictures, custom pictures, family pictures, etc., etc. So if we wanted to keep that file structure for our clients, I'd choose not to. But if we wanted, we could just drag and drop that folder, and it would put in all the folders within the file tree. Okay, whether you understood that or not, it's not so important. It's quite straightforward though. So now we've got on our computer, we have got, so in our Smugmug, we have got a gallery called Showcase. We have got a gallery. This is, by the way, a gallery you can see over here. If you want to hit the light again, so this is a gallery, this little icon over here, and this is a folder. Okay, so we've got how many galleries? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our Showcase, We have our about page, which is just going to be a picture of me. Okay. Then we have our testimonials, which I've just uploaded 3 families, and we're going to have next to them a little blurb of what they said. Then under my portfolio page, obviously you shouldn't do it like this. You should organize your website how you want to organize your website. The portfolios, I've given myself a section of small families, large families, and kids. Just made it up for use of demonstration. So now I want to create folders. The one thing about this, what's happened, which isn't so good for me right now, is that the Smugmug has created the pictures that were in folders, it's turned them into galleries. Okay, I actually want to have folders to keep things more organized. Okay, so I'm going to make a few folders. Testimonials. That's one folder, and now I'm going to move my testimonial gallery into my testimonials folder. It doesn't usually take this long. It should usually take just a second. I don't know what happened there. Let's try that again maybe. Let's move our testimonials gallery into our testimonials folder, just like that. Okay. Our portfolio was made into folders, so I want to make also an about folder. Has that. An about folder and a, what was the other thing? And a showcase folder. Because the galleries have come in already, it won't let me, one second, let me just change the name of this. I wouldn't get involved in dragging and dropping the folders, it's going to make things more complicated. That's my final consensus on the matter. Okay, so let's just drag the about into about, the about gallery into the about folder, and now let's create a folder called showcase. And drag the showcase gallery into the showcase folder. Okay, now I'll show you why we did that. Showcase gallery into showcase folder. Okay, usually Smugmug is very good. I don't know what's the issue with it right now. Okay, so now we've got 4 folders. Showcase, about, testimonials, and portfolios. And in each folder we have, do you remember what we have in each folder? A gallery by the same name of the pictures. Now, in my showcase, I'm going to create a page. I'm going to call this showcase page. Now I've got 2 things in my showcase folder, which is my showcase gallery and my showcase page. I'm going to do the same thing in my about. I'm going to create the about page. I'm going to do that also in testimonials. Testimonials page. And now in my portfolios, I've got 3 pages that I need to create: small families, large families, and kids. So there's no shortcut. We have to just do it. Small families page. Now you'll obviously work out your own system and your own organisation. I'm just showing you, I'm giving you an idea now. We also need to create large families page. So now we've created where we're holding. In Showcase we have a page, in About we have a page, in Testimonials we have a page, and in Portfolios we need a page for kids. Okay. Everyone's with me so far? You two with me? Yeah?
What's the difference between portfolios and folders?
No, it's just called Portfolios. I've just got Portfolios is just what I've, like on my website you have, 1 second. On my website you have I call it home. This is my showcase, and then Portfolios is more like, so if they wanted to go to the old city they could see pictures specifically from the old city. You with me?
Right, yeah.
So that's I just called it Portfolios. It's just a way of going deeper into your portfolio. Okay, everyone's with me? Now, if we click done, now we need to decide. This is just what Smugmug has given us. We're going to go to Customize, and we are going to go to Content. So we're going to choose a new site design. Okay. Right now I'm using the one which is called Smugmug, which is what they give you. This is the first one. You can choose any of these designs. I'm going. Well, it's a little bit more than that. It gives you a type font. It gives you a layout. It's not. It's all. Yeah. It's like it's the structure for what you're going to use to drop your stuff into. So you can browse through these. And let's just choose this one, Sophie. Okay. Now I'm just going to choose this. Publish now. Basically syncs what you've done to your published site, which means this is what people are going to be able to see. Well, my internet is really not behaving this all. Sorry?
I did the same on Wix.
Yeah, so you can do the same.
I didn't know that we were going to do that lessons.
Yeah, but this one on top of Wix, I think also it displays things. I personally think it displays things. What, Wix?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's free.
yeah.
You can't do all this stuff.
This is the benefit of this. Like I said, is going to be the client area. So, 1 second. Let's just put it down again. It's also you also want to also you can't change. Oh, you probably can to change the website name. I saw it has like .wix. You have to change that. Yeah, you have to do that yourself. Okay.
Do you actually sell on your website, or like people pay you and then you?
I actually on my website. It makes sense in America selling on your website because the postage doesn't cost much, but to sell in Israel is also possible. But the best generally anyway, I've found that people in the States are the ones buying the pictures anyway. For my people abroad, then they actually click and they buy the images, get delivered to them in the States, wherever it is, or anywhere around the world.
But like they pay you to be the photographer, and then they have to buy it.
Well, so it depends how you want to work. If you can do, you can't really do vouchers unless you want to pay $300 a month. Well, I do it with $300 a month, so I can give people vouchers. Yeah, I give them coupons. So if they, when I do a shoot for them, I can include a $50 coupon, which means they get a link to a coupon code, and then when they want to pay for the pictures, it's already included and they get them for free, and I pay for them on my end. With me? Okay. Otherwise, in regards to actually printing pictures, the way that I always used to do it until I was doing that was I just use it to get their image selection, and then I print it myself and deal with it myself. In Israel, if you want to have them print things online, then you have to pay for postage, and you can't really include it for free, as in with the package, unless you want to go up in the packages to do with coupons. Right. You with me?
Yeah, it's a little complicated.
It means basically that if somebody wants to buy pictures in Israel from you, yeah, they can. You can't really include it in the price. Right. They'd have to pay extra through the website. Then they'd also have to deal with delivery charges as well, which is another like $15. So they're only spending $5 on prints. They're not going to want to spend $15 on postage. Okay. Okay.
What do you mean by buying pictures? Like for clients,
to have them printed out.
Things that you, like for your clients, it's a bit of job.
If the way I do it though is generally I used to give 25. It means printing pictures for clients when they want to print their pictures. I used to give 25 prints with a job, 3 enlargements and 25 small prints. Okay, so I'd create. Sorry.
If they want more, they have to pay.
Well, that was so that was included. So what they would do is send me the pictures, the 25 pictures, into my gallery, and then I would send that link to my Photoshop, who would print them for me, and then I'd deal with the money. And there was no money because it was included. Do you understand? Yeah, for sure. You can send them a link to the whole download. That's for sure. Yeah. That was that I thought I explained that, but that's for sure. Okay, let's keep moving. So I'm going to choose this website design. Publish now. Good. Okay, so right now this is definitely not what I want for my website. 2 pictures are displayed, and we've got home, browse, search, and my logo. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go to choose new. No, we won't. We're not going to do that. Sorry, that was a mistake. I was meant to go to content and design. Okay, content and design is the place where we go to actually get involved in designing the website. So now this is our design. We've got blocks. Okay, this is the logo, this is the menu, and this is the content. Okay, in this case it's just pictures. Okay, I'm going to get, first things first, I'm going to get rid of this content. Remove. Okay, now in regards to my logo, I'm going to call this Small Diamond Photography Limited. Okay, I'm going to make the font a bit bigger. I'm going to just leave everything else as it is. Okay, now we can, if we want, add an image, which I strongly suggest for your logo, as opposed to just writing it the way I've written it over here, like this. It's kind of boring. Yeah. So if you want to add an image, what would you have to do?
Gallery.
You would have to upload the logo to a gallery. And then at this point you would click this box here. It would allow you to choose the image, okay, which would be the logo in another folder called logo, and you'd be able to do it using that method. Okay, let's go back, because we're just going to be using, I didn't save it, we're just going to be using a regular type font. Oh, by clicking back it took us out of the customize page. Okay, oh sorry, I didn't publish it, fine, so it's still there. Okay, so now we've got 3 things, well we've really got 2 things. We've got our logo and we've got our menu. Okay, let's look at the menu quickly now. Now, we can look at the links over here. We've got home, browse and search. Home, browse and search. Okay, let's change home. We're going to call home now showcase. Okay, and we want that to link to a page. And now we're going to choose our page. Which page are we going to link that to? In Showcase folder is our Showcase page. Okay, that's done. Now we're going to go to Browse. We're going to change Browse into Portfolios. And we want that to go to, well, not really, because we want Portfolios to open up a file, a tree of other images. Remember, we had kids and small families and large families. So we want Portfolios. We're going to leave it as custom URL. We're going to leave that. Okay. Now search, we don't want search, we want about. Now that we need to link to our about page, which was here. Okay. Keep going. What's next? Testimonials, yeah? Testimonials. Now this we need to link to a page. We are going to go to our testimonial page. Done. Okay. Now we need to make a few more links. What were the other links we need to make, if you remember?
We make one like on galleries. Contact.
You can do whatever you want, but we're not going to do that now. What?
Contact.
Content? What do you mean?
Contact.
Contact. Okay, so you can do contact. We're not going to do that now. You could do contact as well. But in regards to the tree that we've made, we also need to make a couple of extras. We need to make one called Small Families. These are going to be showing the pictures of the portfolios that we've created. Okay, and we can go and choose this page under Portfolios, Small Families page. And then we want, now watch this, this is very easy and very cool. I need this to be nested under Portfolios, remember? So what I need to do is just drag it, move it here, and now if I just move it forward a little bit, now it's indented, that means it is nested under Portfolios. You with me? Very simple, super easy. Okay, now we need to make large families. And we're going to link that to a page, which is going to be our large family page. Large families. Very good. And then we are going to just move this up here again, underneath small families. Okay, look at the difference. While it's here, you see there's nothing showing. If I move it here, oh, it should show up. I think we need to just to catch up with itself. Oh, it's not showing it there. And now I need to create kids. See, right now it popped up over here, kids. But we want to create it as a page from Portfolios to kids. Done. Okay. Now I'm going to take the kids again and move it over here. Click done. Okay, so now that's done. When I hover my mouse, right now we're in the design area, so we can't see anything. This is our home page when we come to the website. So now I want to put some content over here. I want to put that slideshow that we saw before. Yeah? So now over here we can see to add content. We've got galleries, photos, navigation, video, design, text, social, loads of stuff. Okay, in regards to photos, this is what we want to be using for our front page. You've got the option of putting a single photograph, yeah, which is kind of boring. You could put multiple photographs, which would be pictures stuck together in different ways on top of each other to the side of each other. A slideshow and a carousel. A carousel is like a flicking thing that some people like to do. I personally prefer the slideshow. Now what we do is we just drag this over here. Now we've got the option of an up arrow and a down arrow. It really doesn't matter because we've got two blocks already. What are the two blocks we've got on the page already? What are the two blocks?
The top two things, the logo
and menu. We've only got two things and they're in the same place. So even if I put it below or above, it's all going to be below anyway. So we just drop it in here. Okay? Now we've got three blocks on our page. We have our logo, we have our menu, and we have a content block of a slideshow. Now, we've got a few options. The photo source, what does that mean?
Where it's taking pictures from to show us.
Exactly, so what's that going to be? got a few options, but it's gonna be a gallery. Yeah. Now choose the gallery. Very easy. What am I going to choose? Showcase. And we only have one gallery. The page doesn't show up because it's trying to show pictures, pages of pictures. Click done. Height will leave auto. You can punch around with all this stuff. Playback. We've got a bunch of options. Do you want it to begin immediately when someone comes to the page? Yeah. How long should it take for each picture? 3 seconds. Transition. You can do all kinds of funny things. Let's do a zoom in, zoom out, or slide. Let's do slide and zoom. That means the picture's going to move a little bit. I don't usually do that. Transition speed, we can do 1 second, or we can make it last longer. Let's do 2 seconds. We can have it to randomize images. I do not suggest you do that because you should have really created an intelligent what's it called, order for your pictures. For example, the most impressive image should come first, the blast of the most impressive images. So in regards to randomized images, I don't think that's probably a good idea. A splash image basically means that it's going to be the first image that shows always. So that's the reason for what I was saying. Whereas if you have all your pictures, but you want your best picture to come up first, you can still have it to be random, but with always showing the first picture, the best picture first. In regards to controls, we have navigation arrows. These are the navigation arrows. Basically, if we want, we could make this slideshow completely uninteractive. As in, the client sits there and has to watch the pictures as we've chosen without being able to go forwards or backwards or make them large or whatever it is. Nothing. That's if I turn all of these off. If I leave them on, it means they can stop it and start it as they wish. They can flick backwards and forwards in images, and they also have this button at the bottom here which turns it into a full-size gallery. So let's leave everything like that. Okay, this is now our first page done. Let's just have a look at this. We'll click done, publish now. Now this is what anybody who types in, I created an exception, an email just for me. This is now what people are going to see as they come in. That was how easy it was to create the front page for your website. Okay? Now, let's go into portfolios. Right now, portfolios should be displaying nothing. Because it has a page, we made a page, but it's not showing anything. So now what do we click to now customize this page? Content and design. Remember that. Okay, so we're going to go to content and design. Now we've got one extra thing on this page than we had on the last page. We have what's called a breadcrumb. A breadcrumb basically is a list taking you from the source to the file. So at home we have portfolios, we have small family page. I don't leave breadcrumbs on my pages. I think they look kind of messy. So I'm going to delete that. So now we're back to the same place as we were before. We have 2 blocks. We have our logo and we have our testimony and we have our menu. Now, for my portfolio, I'm going to use multiple photos. Again, I'm showing you how I did my website. You can do yours as you wish, obviously. So I'm going to drop my multiple photos in. Now, what's it saying here? It's saying photos. What page is this? I can see the name of the page by Small Families. So I'm going to call this, I'm going to change this to Small Families Portfolio. Okay, what do I want my font to be? Fine, text alignment. Now, select from. I've got a few options. I could actually click photos and choose, which means I could choose different photos from lots of different galleries. But I've made it easy for myself, so I'm going to go to single gallery. Now we've got the option of choosing a gallery. Which one was this? Portfolios, small families, and now it will automatically populate. Okay, now we've got an option here. What's going to happen when you click on one of these pictures? We've got 3 options. Number 1 is nothing's going to happen. Okay, you might want to think about that. Number 2 is to go to the gallery. That's probably not a good idea because the minute they go to a gallery, they're out of your website, so to speak, and they've gone into like the backside. We don't want them to do that. And this is what I do: opening the lightbox. Opening the lightbox, I'll show you what that means. Let's just click done. Let's go to preview. Opening a lightbox means that if I click on one of these pictures, it creates a lightbox. It didn't take me out of the gallery. It didn't take me out of my page. It didn't send me anywhere else. It just opened the picture big. Now I can scroll through the pictures. I can buy them and do whatever I want. And I can get out by just, this is, put 1 second. So I'm just going to publish this 1 second. I think if I click exit, it wouldn't have. Let's look at, okay, so now we're actually in the picture now. We're actually not in the preview, so you have a cross, okay? In the preview, it didn't give me that cross. But a client will be able to click here, be able to flick through these photographs, click the cross, and be back in the same place, okay? But I don't like the look of this. This isn't very nice, according to how I see stuff. So I'm going to go back to content and design. Now I am going to change the details of this. So now we saw that was open lightbox. Now they're being displayed in a grid. Now I generally prefer college landscape. College landscape means it's going to keep them the same size, so it'll keep them the correct aspect ratio. This picture is actually how it was shot. I cut them off on purpose. It's keeping the original dimensions of the picture. Now we can change the size of the pictures to large, let's say, okay? And if we go to display, we can go and make the size between the pictures bigger, with me. I think from my thinking, my thought process is, if you're giving pictures to a client of yours and you are displaying a bunch of pictures from one event or from one shoot or something like that, then it's a good idea to use the 1 pixel difference. Whereas if you're showing a bunch of different pictures that aren't related, like on your website, I don't know why it's not changing. That's 4. That's 1. Okay, that's, in my opinion, that's very nice when it's related pictures. But when it's not related pictures, it's better to use 12 pixels. That's just my own thoughts. I don't know what's up with this. It's usually very responsive. There you go, whatever. It's usually very responsive. It changes things as you see. Okay, so now we've created one of the pages. Let's just go to another page now.
Sorry, just how did you get the slideshow option?
I'll show you by doing when I go to the next page now. I'm going to deal with the next page and I'll show you. Okay, let's now go to large families, which should be, again, what should be here? Nothing, just the page. So let's get into content and design. Now again, we're going to get rid of the breadcrumb. Now I'm going to put photos on. Let's go to multiple photos, exactly. If I want to put a slideshow, I can just drag slideshow now. I'm again going to go to multiple photos. I could drop it wherever. What was this one? This was large families. Large families, we'll keep it like that. Now we're going to choose a gallery, which is going to be our large family gallery within the portfolio thing. What are we going to have here? Action on click. What do we want? Open lightbox. Exactly. Okay, grid. I think college landscape is the best. We'll go to large, and then we'll change the size of the gaps to 12 pixels, and we'll click done. Okay. Now let's just save that.
Can you do like on the top on the left where it says like home showcase about? Can you just say home and all the other pages?
What? I'm not with you.
On the main page it has like the whole menu, but if you go into different pages, can you make it just say home? Just don't give clients the option to click anything else.
Why would you want that?
I don't know, because I feel like it's like too many things.
You could, I think you could actually do that, but I think it's a little bit more involved. I don't think there's any reason for doing that, but You could potentially do that. Let's go back 1 second. Okay, thank you. Now we're going to go back now, just do the kids page again very quickly. All the content and design. Let's just get rid of this light block, of this breadcrumb, and now we want to go to photos, add in multiple photos, drop in here. This is kids, yeah? This is kids? Yeah. Kids, single gallery, let's choose the gallery, it's in portfolios, go to kids, done. We don't want to go to gallery, we want to open a light box, we want it to be cottage landscape, we want it to be large, we want the size to be 12. Everyone's with me? Yeah, it's very simple, yeah, super simple. Okay, now we're getting there. Let's just publish now. We have now, within about 20 minutes, just created a very simple website. We have got Showcase, which is going to be a, oh wait, we didn't change Showcase. We did that to our home. So we're going to just quickly do Showcase now. We're going to do it in the way that we did with the other ones, which means we want to get rid of the breadcrumb, and we want to go to photos. This time we're going to go to slideshow, okay? Yeah. Drag this in. We want it to open from a gallery. We're going to choose the gallery Showcase.
Is this the same thing as your homepage?
Well, no, I doesn't matter. I linked what we were looking at originally was the homepage. I didn't link that to Showcase. So I could link Showcase to homepage, but instead I'm just turning Showcase into a different page. Save that. That's done. Okay, so now when somebody comes to our original Smugmug site, which right now is Small Diamond 3 Smugmug, he will be greeted or she will be greeted with this. Now we've just did, this was the zoom and the fade thing that we did. You can do it just that there's nothing like this, and we made it last longer. So I don't know if you like that, but you can do that. Now if you go to portfolios, we can click on small families. We see what we created here. Okay, or we could go to kids, and it's going to look the same, just different pictures. Yeah. What's going to happen if I click on a picture? Light box. Exactly. Now we do want to get rid of allowing these options that we can do. We'll do that later. And if we get around to that right now, but you can punch it about yourself. They can look at these pictures open. Okay. Now we want to create our about page. What's our about page going to look like right now? Nothing right now. But we're going to put in. Let's now. How do we design? How do we get into the design of this page? Customize, content and design. Good. Now, oh, you don't know how much better this is the way I'm teaching it now than the way I taught it last time. It was a nightmare. Last time I was talking about the client area and the website at the same time, and it was just a nightmare. Anyway, so it's very straightforward, okay? Because Smugmug really is a straightforward, simple program. For what it does, because it does quite a sophisticated job. So it's very straightforward. Okay, now we're on our about page. Now what do I want to have on my about page? Two things. Picture of me and hi, I'm Shmuel, welcome to my photography. That's it. Okay, so how can we do that? Anybody want to help me out with this? Let's have a think. We've got content blocks here, yeah? Galleries, photos, navigation, videos, text. So let's first start with the picture. What would we click on to add just one single picture? Photos. And which one? Single photo. Now, what do we want to have happen when we click on it? Nothing. Let's get the photograph, which we put in about. And there's me. Oh, it's in a gallery, remember? So we want to just get one picture. It's in the gallery. Okay. Now, that's a big, massive picture of me, which I don't think we want such a big picture of me. So, very easy. All you need to do is, we can make it small. Yeah, that looks big enough for me. Okay, and you can patchkey around with whatever else you want. Okay, so now, so far our about page is just me, a picture of me. I need to add text now. Now, this is really cool. We haven't seen this yet. Now I've got text and title. I used to use text, title's a bit limited. Now when I drag this, now I've got a few more options because I've got more content. So I can drop this box above my photograph, which means I will have a text box in the middle. Let's just write here, hello, my name is, my name is Diamond, and I take nice pictures. I'm going to just cut and paste this a few times so we can see. Ooh. So you can just see what it looks like with more text. Yeah. Okay. Oh wait, I missed that. It's because I did it quickly and I was pressing there. I'm giving you, it looks like Smugmug is really like finicky and stuff, it really isn't. So let's just try that one more time. It's because I was pressing return and I did a couple of things. Okay, let's just go back again to text. I'm going to do that again just because as I was pressing, I changed something by pressing return a couple of times. Let's go back again. So we've gone back to the about page, content and design. Okay, get rid of the breadcrumb, remove, put in the picture, navigation, photos, single photo, drag and drop, choose the picture. We don't want anything to happen when you click on the picture. About, that's me, click done. I want to change the size of the picture to small. Okay, we're back to where we were now. Okay, now let's put in text. So we find text, we go to text, not title, and we're going to try, let's just see what happens when we put it above the photograph. I think it should just work if I click remove. Done, thank you. Okay, so that was me putting it above. Now watch what I could do. If I just click over to here now, that's going to allow me to move. Now I could put it to the left, sorry, to the right of my photograph, and it's going to look like this. Okay. How do you think that I could get the picture right close next to my text?
There must be a setting within those one.
So we can just click on this and it's going to give me the option. Watch this. Center photo. Click off. That's helpful. One second. That's helpful. Okay. Why would it not allow me to do that? big. Okay, I'm not going to get. You'd have to push around with that a little bit to work out how to put that to the side. I want to keep going with the. We'll see on the testimonials how to do that. Okay, so that's basically now our about page. So we've got our showcase like we saw before, which is our slideshow of our showcase images. If I click here, that gives us the full screen. Okay, click escape will take us out of that. We had our portfolios that we made. Okay, and now we have our about page. In regards to testimonials, we can do this very simply. Let's go to content and design. Let's get rid of this. Now we're going to, you could do testimonials in a whole different bunch of ways. I'm just going to show you what I would personally do. I would drop a single photo in. I would choose my photo, which would be under testimonials. Okay, done. Now I would just change the size of this to medium. Okay, click done. Now I would like to add in some text. It's basically the same way as what we did for the testimonial, for the about page. Sorry. Let's try that again. Text, drag and drop. There we go. Okay. Thanks so much for the lovely photos. The Smiths. Okay. Now we can add in more by going to, again, back to photos. Let's take a single photo, drop it. Well, let's make things, if we want to make things a little bit more like interesting, if we drop the picture under the text, now we can go to medium size. Sorry?
Could you make it in 2 languages, or you have to?
Could you make it in 2 languages?
Yes.
So I suppose you'd have to put in 2.
That's it, like 2 texts.
Oh, you could write. You're talking about writing in Hebrew.
One of the options should just say Ivrit, and then under there, we have a new home interface.
Or to create a whole new menu. Oh, you mean to make 2 websites in 2 different languages, Mamash, or just like to have the testimonials?
Would there be an option like to click in French or English, for example? Do you think it's possible? Or maybe
It's possible, yeah. Like what you have it, you have to jump through a few. It's not like just you would click it. You would have to design it that clicking the little French logo would take you to a whole new website with things written differently.
Maybe it would be better to just put 2 languages on the same website.
I mean, yeah, you could just write in regards to that. That's quite a complicated thing to have 2 languages on a website. You could just, I mean, the things where you need, where there's no text you don't need, or choose words like, especially if it's French, you could use words like, people would know what the words would be for. And in the about page, you could write 2 pieces of text in Hebrew and in English. Understand? To have the same text just written in 2 different languages. Otherwise, to make websites into different languages is a more advanced. That's not so straightforward. Let's just do this here. Let's choose a new picture. Okay. So this is this picture done. Now I put this picture underneath this text. Why did it go in the middle? Well, there's only one block. There's two blocks of text, and they're both on the same line. Yeah, they're both on the same row. So when I put something underneath it, there's nothing on the other side to keep it in place. That's how blocks work. So now if I want to put text in, I'm going to go get my text. I'm just going to drag the text to the left side of this picture. Now I can write it again. Whatever it is. Okay. Now we've got this over here. What I would probably do is I would right align it, making it look like this, and then we could put a last testimonial in just to make it nice. We'll put the text in. Okay. Okay. Now we'll put in a picture, a single photo. We'll go to the left side of this text. We need to choose the photograph, under testimonials. The last picture is this one here. Click done. We want to make it medium size. There we go. Done. Publish now. We have just built an adequate website. You need to think further for yourselves, but we've just built an adequate website with me explaining within a few minutes. Okay, let's just have a look what this now seems like.
Sorry, one question.
Yeah.
That top strip where it says organised, customised,
Yes. No. So let's open now. How do we test what it's going to look like to our clients? What do we do? So we right click on the Chrome, and it has the option here. Oh, let me just move this away. It has the option here of new incognito window. We click here. Now I just copied my, one second. I just copied my URL here, which is smalldiamond3.smugmug.com, which is going to be the link that you send to people. So now when I go back to my incognito, which is here, I just cut and paste it already, smalldiamond3.smugmug.com. And this is what our customer will see. Okay? Now remember, we created the transition, we created the movement, whatever it was. They can flick through the pictures a little quicker if they like. Okay? Then they've got the portfolios where they can look at these pictures very beautifully displayed. What's going to happen if they click on the picture? We'll open a lightbox. Then we have a basic about page, picture of me and some text. And we have testimonials, pictures with text. Okay? Everyone's clear?
How do people contact you?
So you can make a contact page. I want you to you look at that yourself. That's more patchky a little bit, but it's not difficult.
But I mean, how do people reach you otherwise?
Well, you've got a couple of options. You'll create a contact page. Yeah? Now contact can be, let's just have a look very quickly at this. 1 second. Let's create, let's go back to organize. Remember, organize is the back end. Okay? So now let's create another folder called contact. Because I use contact from a different thing, but let's just create contact. Now in contact, we are going to create a page called contact. I could have just created a page outside of folders, but I like to be orderly. So I've done it like this. Now we can go to this on our website here, click on contact page, and let's just quickly design this. So content and design. Let's just see, I don't think think using Smugmug for content for contact, the easiest way is just going to leave your details without an actual box per se that they click. You understand? If you wanted to get involved in creative, sorry?
They cannot send you an email through the website.
Yeah, to get involved in that, could you do that on Wix?
Yeah.
You could do that on Wix. So to get involved in that, you'd have to jump through a couple of hoops. I just don't do that. Oh, what about button? 1 second. Bless you. Link to contact form. Email in your profile. So I have to go to my profile. You can do it. It looks like it's not so difficult to do. Okay, you can patch around with that yourselves, but there is an option. Obviously, the easiest option is just going to have your email and your phone number, whatever. But I would suggest having a contact form. It looks like you can get involved in a contact form, but I think it's going to be better time spent if I now show you what I do for the client end. Okay? Clear? Any questions? So this is all recorded now. You can go back to this, and I would probably suggest, unless you feel like really comfortable with it, which there should be no reason why you don't, but if not, to go back, you going step by step, because I've just given you the keys to basically building your website. What is the schmuck of your website really based on? Yeah, that's it. So make sure you've got good pictures, make sure you choose them sensibly, and just remember the rule is that 5 awesome pictures, you walk away thinking, wow, they're amazing. Those same 5 awesome pictures interspersed amongst 5 mediocre pictures, the person walks away going, that was okay, that's quite on. And if you intersperse those 5, which is what most people do, if you intersperse those 5 awesome pictures in amongst 20 really mediocre pictures, they'll walk away thinking you're mediocre. Okay? So definitely less is more, and be very unforgiving. Pictures should not make it. If there's anything wrong with the picture, like his eyes are a teeny little bit closed, I missed the focus just, or that tree is like hanging just over his head, all those kind of things, in my opinion, the picture has no right being on your website. Pictures on your website have to be perfect. And if you only end up with a few pictures, that's better than pictures that aren't perfect. And if you think that a picture isn't perfect, for sure other people will think that picture is not perfect, because you're very biased to your pictures. Okay? Tov, let's get back into the, Now, I'm going to show you the back end of my client area, okay? And you should know enough now from going through what we've just done to be able to see this, how it works, and to try and put it together yourself. Maybe I'm going to stop recording and create a new video. Oh, it might take a long time to